So my chocolate mint plant is not looking too good. I thought mint was like resilient, but I had this thing in the house. I decided to bring it out and let it get some natural sun and see if it would just do better. But it doesn't look like it's doing better. I hate that too. And then we have which is the orange Cherokee tomato, has little flowers on it. So it's doing really well. Both of those, I have them in there. And some kind of flower. I don't know what it is. Hadn't budded yet. I just watered everything today, so that's why it looks wet. And we have the mint here. This one is growing wild. This is from last year, so I guess it came back on its own, but it smells really good. And then we have a kale that's probably on its last leg. I harvested like a whole bag of kale, which is good, and I gave it to a friend. And we have some pretty flowers in this bed. And then we have, I think that's some kind of basil right there. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Let's see what this is. Yeah, sweet basil. That's what that one is. And then we have cilantro that's looking a bit sickly. Hopefully it comes back because I love that. The Swiss chard is just family at this point. He has weathered the storm, has a huge trunk. He'd probably make it through hurricane season. Just clearing the leaves and it just comes back. They're probably bitter or something at this point. I've never tasted Swiss chard. It's here for decoration. And then we have marigolds, which are very pretty. Some came back on their own from last year, and like two of the plants I added. I think I added this one and this one. That's from last year. Guess the seeds fell in there or whatever, and that's from last year. Came back on its own. These poor tomatoes didn't get watered well like the last couple of days, so they're just dying. So I watered them to see if they'll pop back up for whatever reason in case I decide I want to add extra plants because the worms are just killing the leaves on the other ones. And then we have, what is this stuff? I can't ever remember. It's like sweetener or whatever. I bought it. I've never tried. This in here is stevia. So that's the stevia plant. It's doing really well because it was a lot smaller. And I pulled out those two bolting green onion plants that were there because they were just a big mess. See, that's them. And that's the root of it. I don't know if you can use that or not because it's been bolted for a while. I am making me another mini me cucumber, so I love those. And we have the marigolds here, a bunch of onions here. Probably be bolting in a little while too. And then we have this tomato plant. The worms just tearing the leaves up as usual, but the tomatoes are still really good. It seems like I will pull them off in the morning, and by evening we are just right back to a bunch of red ones that need to come off. They are working a lot faster than I am. So, but yeah, we still have a bunch of those to get off, and then I'll eventually pull that plant, put in another one. So we have the onions here. We have peppers here. I pulled one off just so it knows it's supposed to be working, but there's two more there and a bunch of flowers on it. Then the basil, it was trying to bolt a little bit, so I snatched some of those off. This basil just smells so good. It's so good. We have a flower back there and some other seeds. I know some of them was carrots, and then I don't know what that other plant is that I put. Sometimes I just get bored. I see an empty space and I'll throw something. And there's dill. And why is that fly there? Get away. And that's the shishito plant. My bad for hidden with the camera. But then we have this tomato plant. They were all looking really pitiful because the last couple of days I didn't realize they weren't being watered. I thought it had enough water from all that rain, but it was like bone dry when I did go. So it doesn't take much to lose rain, but they are loaded with tomatoes, even though the little worms be chewing up the leaves. And it has marigolds. And I thought having marigolds supposed to keep the doggone pest away. But I've like killed 3 little worms off of these. And if I looked closely, I'd probably find another one. But I just really don't want to. I just need something that would just get rid of them without me having to try to squish them. Because you know I'm afraid of stuff, but I've been a lot braver now that I've been doing gardening. I'm surprised at myself. Then we have the pepper plant here. Looks like they've been eating on this as well. So, I don't know. Is that anything on there? Yeah, I think that was one. Like the little plant like this, you could check for worms and stuff. I think that was one too. But all those big tomato plants, psh, nobody got time for all that. That's too much work. So we have these. I sprinkled some 7 on it. Don't think it's really doing anything to the worms. The tomatoes are still there. Because I had sprayed something on it. I don't remember what it was, but it was like a natural something. It wasn't helping with the worms. But the tomatoes are there. There's a big tomato right there. I mean, they all seem to have some little tomatoes on them. So, even though they could use some fertilizing, I did some fish emulsion, but I need to do some of the bone meal or tomato tone or something on it. This one, Lord, I cannot control the cucumber plant. It just made its way all the way. At this point, it's a part of the tomato plant. So they're about dying out. So I need to grow some more seedlings. But I love the little mini-me cucumbers. So I'll definitely be planting more of those. There's more tomatoes. Some little big one up in there. Hopefully nothing eat a hole in it. The birds be pecking at stuff. So they'll peck a hole and then they just won't eat it. Just make it so I can't eat it. Then we have a pepper plant here with little holes in the leaves. This thing is down. And of course we have, oh, this grass is hard. Okay, have to have my husband put that back in. One sec, let me pause y'all. That'll do. And then we have this cucumber plant here. Lord, how in the world is a white cucumber a thing? Like, what the world? Is it lacking in nutrition? The other ones I pulled off were green, but this one just seems to be a little bit albino type cucumber. I'm pulling that off because I'm just not even sure if it needs to go any longer. But yeah, so these are dying out. Maybe some of the cucumbers stayed on too long at some point, so the plant think it's done. Although it might be, because I have no idea if I did like a dwarf type, not dwarf, but that one seemed to be still small. I don't know if it's dwarf. It's definitely a determinant. And then we have peppers here. Well, not peppers, basil. Oh, this basil bush is tall and starting to bolt. And this cucumber plant is one that's running over there. It has a little cucumber on it. I don't know if that one's going to survive. It's looking a little brown. But you know what? It's got a little something under there. I'm almost ready for it to be done, so I just want new cucumber plants. Because, I mean, these are just, they look crazy. And I don't like to see brown leaves. Oh, there's another cucumber up in there. I don't know how thick that one will get, but we'll check on it tomorrow if I remember. Oh, there's another one down there. See, that's why they be hiding. It's hard to control. Lord, don't let me run into that. I don't know if that's ready yet either. We'll check on that one too. But there was a frog somewhere in here at one point. Don't want to run into him. So yeah. And of course, the cucumber vines are going across there as well. And then we have tomatoes. You can see them a little better from this angle, that there are tomatoes on the plant, even though it looks like it's dead. So, and that's from letting it go dry and not watering properly. That and the stupid worms. We have that tomato plant. I was trying to see if that was a marigold up in there or what I had in there. I think it was something. But definitely not doing its job. And of course we have this pepper plant, which has peppers on it. I think they're supposed to be yellow. Oh Lord, this thing needs to be staked before it breaks. Then we have more peppers over there. I need some cages because these stakes just doesn't do as well for me. Tomato plants. It takes like 1 billion of them just to try to hold these things up. But yeah, that's the garden. That's the situation. And I left this from during the winter. If it gets like really, really hot, I'll throw the cloth over it in the middle of the day just to give it a little shading. And then I have some more over there in the chair that I could probably drape over these if I need to. But yep, just wanted to do a little tour there. Let me see. Should I take this one off or not? No, I'll wait till tomorrow. It'd be so hard to see up in there. So if there's anything else, oh well. But yeah, that's that. And then I zipped up this one because something was trying to eat on it, on the little basil down there. So, but it's there, and it's pepper plants flowering. Yep. Lavender, marigolds, banana pepper. I just stuck a mini cucumber plant in there, dill. And I think there was a mini cucumber plant over there. So we'll see how those work out up in there. I'm trying to protect them from the situation that's happening over here. We'll see if that works. So, new tomato plant. New sugar rush pepper plant. Some of these little things that may or may not get planted. We'll see. But just wanted to share what was happening. And these are the extra cloths that I was talking about. If it gets too hot, I can throw over it. But just sharing the garden with you. I hope you enjoy. This is God and Her Grows. And we're just growing together in God. Y'all have a great day. Catch you next time.